Dave, could you tell us a little bit about all the excitement that's happening on M33 here at M33 Motocross? It's a fairly unique and new facility. Tell us about it.
Well, what we planned on doing here was we want to build a large facility of national caliber with parking, cafe, nice restrooms, overnight parking, and 3 different tracks that could cover a range of skill levels and bike sizes.
Okay, and this is a project that's been going on here in the Oscoda County area. How long did it take you to acquire the property and get this up and running?
Well, it started the second week in October. We made plans to purchase the land. The owner, John Gussler of Fairview, is the owner. We purchased it and started to work the last week in October. And Mother Nature was good to us over the winter with the snow, and what you're looking at here is about 6 months worth of work.
Right. And you got all sorts of great plants here. Everybody is welcome. I mean, what are the caliber of riders and people who are welcome to come up here?
We have people coming on bikes and quads and UTVs, from 2-year-olds with training wheels under 50s to over 60-year-olds on their bikes and their quads out on the main track. So we can cover the full gamut of bike sizes and ages and skill levels.
You got a perfect location, I think, right around M33, a major thoroughfare through the county. How did you discover this, and just how long has this been in the planning stages? I mean, is it a gleam in your eye, perhaps? Or?
No, it's actually the idea and the concept of the owner, John Gussler. He approached me in September at a local race, and it was pretty much a fast-track project. You know, the planning and the building and the construction and everything started the last week in October. So it was pretty fast-tracked, and we had quite a few people from contractors from the local area, and awesome support from the local communities, both in Oscoda County and Fairview and Mile.
Okay, tell us a little bit about some of the tracks down there. You were pointing out the different tracks.
Well, what you're looking at now is track 3. It's the 50 track. For kids on little 50 cc's. They have their own little start gate. It's a really nice track for them, really easy, not too high in the speeds. Then the next track over is the 65 and 85 cc and small trail bikes for the, not the intermediate, but the beginner and novice level riders. And we also ride the quads on these 2 tracks.
Okay.
And over here on track 1, is our all the big bikes, quads, UTVs of the big bikes are the A, B, and C skill level riders. I'm sorry, and the 65 and 85 cc A level riders also ride on this track.
Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Now, how do you decide who can ride on which track? Do they have to have some sort of qualification or talk to you first, or how do you decide who can run where?
Most of the riders will talk to me, and we'll discuss, you know, what their level is. As you can see, we've got a lady on bike 2 here, learning how to ride a big bike. So we put her over on one of the smaller tracks to learn, and she's doing a great job. She's only her 2nd time on a bike, and so she's doing pretty good. And then, as you can see, we got the faster and more senior guys on the big track. And the big track it's fast, a lot of big jumps. All the jumps are designed on some of the bigger ones where you can jump 20 foot or 120 foot on the same jump.
Oh my. But you also, this is more or less a practice day today, is it? Or?
Yes, we have 56 practice days scheduled this year and 15 race days. Okay. We open the first week in May, and we're open through October.
Okay.
And then the last week in June and all of July and August will be open on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well.
Okay. Now, race days, what is a race? How is it sanctioned? Who's involved in that? Are these professional or semi-professional?
Well, we get all the same skill level people and size bikes. There's no membership required here, AMA or District 14 or any club membership. So our plan was just to open a nice facility to everybody without the membership fees.
Okay. So these are races that are sponsored by you, as the event coordinator? Or?
Yes, they're put on by us. And we give out trophies and some gifts. Okay. Yeah, Michigan is a big motocross state, and there's quite a few tracks. And what we want to do is build a big facility up here in northern Michigan. And our response has been totally positive. I mean, we're all over Facebook, and quite a few of the other media with newspapers, radio stations, and television stations.
Fantastic. Well, I tell you what, how's the plans for expansion? Maybe you got a lot of property here that still needs to be developed, doesn't it?
Yeah, what we're doing is we're looking at doing some possible enduro racing. We have three sections here, and then we're also looking at possibly doing some truck and buggy racing hopefully next year. The off-road truck and buggy racing. And this year we have the 2 mile mud pit event scheduled for this year. We've moved it from south of a mile up to our facility here.
Fantastic. So the days of operation here are what again, and the hours?
Every weekend we're open, and then again Tuesdays and Thursdays, last week in June and all in July of August. Race days we open the gates at 6 and racing starts at 9:30, and on practice days we open the gates at 7 and practice starts at 9.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, Dave. Appreciate you appearing on Midway Magazine, and best of luck.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.